Okay, so what's missing with my picture? I know, I need a border on there. Every good picture has a border on it. So I'm just going to do this quickly. Cross like that. And then we come down. Okay. And then do it on this side. And then we do it across. So that's my border, but we can't see it too well. So what we're going to do next is outline it.
Morning, gentlemen.
That's it. So I've got my border on there. It's all looking good now, isn't it? It's a bit rough, but it's okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Eddie. I'm going to do some writing on this sketchboard. I'm going to do some what's called reverse writing. So keep a lookout, and you'll be able to see the words as they come up. So I'm going to start with our first word. So, good. Right, are you good? You look like a good person to me.
Oh, really? Will you be good to me? Yeah, he does. I can see it in your eyes.
Right, so, carry on this side. So, good enough. Are you good enough? You definitely look like a good person. So, good enough for, I'm going to put up one here.
Funny.
So, good enough for. What I should do at the end, it's important,
Question mark.
question mark.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So, are you good enough? Keep watching this message. It's a really important message. So, are you good enough for this?
Health.
So, not so much are you good enough, but is your health good enough? You know, are you suffering from something that you need curing? You know, I know with me, I had prostate cancer nearly 2 years ago, and thankfully I've been cured from it. I'm back to normal again, and you know, I've got God to thank for that, so I'm doing really well. So, is your health good enough? What else do we say is good enough? What about this? What about work? Are you good enough for work? You know, we need work to earn money to live, don't we? If we don't work, we do get some money from the state, but it's really not enough to live on, is it? So, good enough for. Is your health good enough? Is your work good enough? Do you want a pay rise? You know, it'd be great if we did get a pay rise, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm going to put another word on the sketchboard. And this is the most important one on this side. Are you good enough for heaven? Would you say you're good enough for heaven? Tell me, ladies and gentlemen, talk to me. Are you good enough for heaven? You know, sir, are you good enough for heaven? Madam, are you good enough for heaven? You know, tell me, each and every one, Romford, speak to me. Are you all good enough to go to heaven? Tell me if you're good enough to go to heaven and why. Are you good enough to go to heaven? You hope so. I hope so. Pray. Yes, you do need to pray. So, are you good enough for heaven? Do you know what? None of us are good enough to go to heaven, not on our own. not by good works anyway. But there is one person that can get you to heaven. This is his name. His name is Jesus. He came down to earth 2,000 years ago. He experienced what we experience, all the bad things that happen in life, and what has actually happened. Ultimately, he died on a cross. I'm going to put a cross up on here. So he died on a cross to save us from all the wrong things that we do. When we mess up, what the Bible calls sin. Sin is when we do wrong things and we say, I don't need you, God, in my life. I can carry on by myself. But the truth is, we're all going to die, aren't we, one of these days? Yeah? Who's going to live forever? I'm certainly not going to live forever. I'm going to die one of these days. And when it gets to that stage, that's when you're going to really think about this message. Because we don't live on this earth forever. We're going to die. What happens when you die? Is that just it? Is there nothing else? Of course it isn't. We either go upstairs or downstairs. There is a hell as much as there is a heaven. And I don't want anybody to go to hell. But the thing is, if you don't want to go to hell, you have to accept Jesus as your Lord and Saviour. Because Jesus is the only person that can get you into heaven. He died for all the wrong things that we do, what the Bible calls sin. So we're all tainted with this sin thing, and we can't get rid of us. But Jesus took all the sins upon himself so that we look perfect in the sight of God. But the only way that you will get to heaven is if you accept Jesus as your Lord and Saviour. Make him Lord of your life. Turn your life around, and you will be guaranteed to get into heaven. But the good thing as well is that Jesus didn't just die on that cross. On the third day, he rose from the dead. And he's in heaven. He lives with God now at his right hand of his side. So ladies and gentlemen, come and talk to me. My name is Eddie. I've got one of these things that I want to give to you, and I haven't got one on me. But I've got this leaflet that says turn to God. Can I give you one of these, sir? No? You don't believe that you're going to go to heaven when you die? No? No? Okay. I won't do much more. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll start using them colours,